One-step equations, multiplication and division. I can identify solutions to equations. I can solve one-step equations. Properties of equality. Multiplication property of equality. If A equals B, then A times C equals B times C. So this is like what we talked about the other day, where if I do something to one side and I do the exact same thing to the other side, it stays equal. Division property of equality. So if A equals B and C is not 0 because we cannot divide by 0, then A divided by C is equal to B divided by C. Inverse operations. So multiplication, if we look at that, if we go down, the inverse of multiplication is division. Example, for 7 times 3 equals 21, and 21 divided by 3 is 7. For division, the opposite of division is multiplication. 50 divided by 10 equals 5, and 5 times 10 equals 50. So solve 3x, which means 3 times x, equals 15. So doing the opposites, we're going to do the same thing we did with addition and subtraction. I'm going to draw a line. And I'm going to do the opposite to each side. So 3 times x, I'm going to divide by 3 and divide by 3. Okay, when I divide 3 by 3, that gives me 1, and it would be 1x. Bring everything else down, and then 15 divided by 3 is 5. So now x equals 5. So we need to check ourselves. We have 3x equals 15. That's what we're given. And we are saying a solution to that is x equals 5. So now I'm going to substitute and put 5 in for x. Simplify both sides. I get 15 on both sides. Does 15 equal 15? Absolutely. So our solution works. X equals 5 is a solution. 3/4 times x equals 96. So I'm going to draw my line. 3/4, even though it's a fraction, is multiplied. So the opposite is dividing by 3/4. Now we have to remember how to divide by fractions. So 96 divided by 3/4. We keep, change the sign, and flip. Do the reciprocal. We need to make sure the whole number is over 1. 96 times 4 is 384. 1 times 3 is 3. 384 divided by 3 is 128. So this is 128 on this side equals x. Because 3/4 over 3/4 equals 1. So that leaves us with 1x. So we're going to check now. So I have 3/4 x equals 96. And I say x equals 128. So I need to check if 128 is the solution. So we have 3/4 times 128. I can put the 128 over 1. 3 times 128 is 384. 4 times 1 is 4. 384 divided by 4 is 96. 96 does equal 96, so 128 is a solution. Now I have x divided by 2. Remember, our fraction is division, equals 3. So I'm going to draw my line. I'm going to do opposite operation. I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. So on the right side, I have 3 times 2 is 6. 2 over 2 is 1. That leaves us with just x. So x equals 6. We're going to check. We have x over 2 equals 3, and we say x equals 6. We're checking to see if that's a solution. So I'm going to substitute the x. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 does equal 3, so x equals 6 is a solution. X divided by 10 equals 15, so draw my line. Opposite operation, said that was division. Opposite is multiplication. I need to do it to both sides. So I have 150. 10 over 10 is 1, which leaves me with x. So x equals 150. Let's check. X over 10 equals 15, and I said x equals 150. So I'm going to substitute 150 divided by 10 equals 15. 15 does equal 15, so 150 is a solution. Okay, you try it.